Hey, you guys, welcome back to Married to Film. This is Shamanda speaking. This is my lovely husband, Ralph. And today we are going to review Thor and
Ragnarok.
that right there. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into it because this is the premiere week. It comes out officially tomorrow, which is Friday, November 3rd. Hoorah. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. It starts off with Thor being captive and he's talking smack, and it's very comical. It's almost over the top, comical. I understand that they have a little, Stan always brings the comical portion of it, but this one was a little bit, it was a little bit too much for me because of what Thor has done so far. With his with the first previous two. And this one comes out and it's just he's so joking, he's joking and he's doing these things that are not really like Thor. He's like a god. He's a god. Till he took that shirt off and I was like, yeah, he's a god. Again. Storyline was storyline was okay. Good guy, bad guy, then you have Loki in the middle. Same thing for every Thor. It's always Loki trying to figure out which one does he want to do. Does he want to fight for his father and his brother? Does he want to fight for the other guys? Or does he have his own agenda? And it's basically the same thing on this one without even going into details. So, how do you feel about the movie?
Well, I thought the colors and the effects were awesome. I thought the story was okay. I was trying to figure out how they were gonna mix him and Hulk in the same movie like that. I was thinking it was gonna be like a buddy comedy type too, and it semi turned out to be that way. Um, I want to give a shout out to Tessa Thompson. She did her thing.
Yes.
You could tell that she had been training because she put some meat on her bones, and she was
Really?
kicking butt, and taking names. Yeah, she had some meat on her bones, muscle. Yeah.
Of course, man.
Yeah. You talking about Thor with his shirt off? I
Yeah,
just
but
said the girl got some meat on her bones. You talking about Thor's a guy, especially with that shirt on.
It's Thor.
See, and all I said was the girl had muscles, put some meat on her bones. Give me the side eye.
Well, I mean, no, but what I'm saying is I couldn't really tell because most of the angles that they had were just from here to here.
Well, it was when she changed uniforms.
Oh, okay.
I could tell.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, the effects and the colors and everything were great. They're always great in Thor, but this one it was like the color scheme was very 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 vivid. That was pretty cool. I don't know, man. This movie, it just didn't do it for me.
So
Disappointed, man. It just didn't do it for me.
So disappointed.
Out of all three Thor films, this one might be at the bottom.
I think he needed to stick with the Avengers for now.
Yeah, I don't think they need a.
Or they need to get another director because this director sucks.
Yeah. They need to get Kevin Feige or something on this, man. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I don't know. It was. I don't know. It was a lot of like vulgar comedy that they could have did without. I was like, that's unnecessary. Showing Hulk's butt in the movie, I'm like, that's unnecessary. Come on, man. There's kids in the audience, man. But
Marvel. Right.
yeah. Well, it's not like it was Deadpool or nothing.
Oh, Deadpool was not for kids.
Right.
But they didn't know that it was gonna be like that.
Yes, they did. Oh, it was a hard R rated. Oh, yeah. If you didn't know, it was your fault because it was everywhere.
But
It was
what
the
I'm
first
saying
R-rated.
is, it didn't matter that the rating was like that. They still brought a whole bunch of kids in there. It was a whole bunch of kids with Deadpool.
Yeah, but I don't think the parents really knew, but they should have known. But it's okay.
You didn't see no parents walk out with their kids. Because I would have walked out with my kids during the first scene,
Pretty much.
during the credits.
Yeah.
How he was beating them up and doing what he was doing when the credits was coming up.
Oh yeah.
I would have just went ahead and walked out.
Yeah.
Got my money back.
Yeah. But back to Thor.
Sorry, this one rant.
Yeah, man, it was weird, man. I don't even know where to go. I would say it was all over the place, but
It wasn't.
it wasn't. But
it didn't.
it didn't.
I changed positions in my seats about 5 or 6 times. Usually, when I'm captivated, I sit still because I'm, or I'm like, those type of gestures. I didn't do anything. I just sat up. Matter of fact, I almost wanted to go to sleep. I did. And I was so disappointed with it because it was just Thor is more. In the last 2, he was more about war. He was more about fighting and making sure that everything was right. This one was more like he was trying to. It was too comical. It was like he was too much over the top when he was trying to calm down Hulk Banner. It was just like, are you gonna keep saying that over and over again? And when you go see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. He just kept saying these things over and over again. It was like, I mean, if you're ad-libbing, you're not the best ad-libber. I mean, we know some ad-libbers like Ryan Reynolds, ad-lib. Samuel L. Jackson, Robert Downey Jr. Yes, ad-lib all the time. But this Thor, bring it down a notch. It was just too much. I'm sorry, Chris. It was just too much.
It was too much, man. The villain,
Kate
Blanchett. I thought she was cool, man, but
I've seen better.
I've seen better.
I mean, if you're gonna be if you're gonna be a god of death, I figure you might as well just come out. You ain't even listen.
Well, she killed people.
Is she the same? She's not the same character from Narnia, is she?
I can't remember. I don't remember Narnia like that, like you do.
It took on a different. Well, it had a lot of. The best part that I thought had nothing to do with Thor.
What part is that?
Can I say it? It's like a spoiler alert.
Can you hint around it?
Yeah, when he visited into somebody else's house.
Oh, towards the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like this the whole time, and he was like, "Whoa, what?"
Yeah.
That was like the best part.
That was good.
He said,
They incorporated some other things into this one. You guys will like that one. It's a cameo. You guys will like that.
Yeah, I like it.
It's towards the beginning, so and that's a good 5-minute cameo, something like that. Maybe longer. Yeah. But this one you had Odin imparting more wisdom and knowledge into Thor and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, at the end.
No, all the way through. Every time you talked to him, he was imparting stuff. You didn't pick up on it because you didn't like the movie, but that's how he was able to
do what he did.
Yeah, do what he did. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not lost on that part. He didn't talk to him until the end. He kept seeing him.
Right,
but he didn't say anything to him.
Right, but when they were talking on the cliff, he was saying things.
Oh.
Like I said, every time they showed Odin, he was talking to him. He was saying stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was a very wise god.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins is the man.
He is.
Yeah, man.
I thought it was good. I like the fact when I'm sorry, spoiler, but when he said you've had 2, but you've always seen half the picture. Yeah. That was good. That was good. That was a good.
So he became just like his daddy.
Yep. We really can't even go into anything with this. We don't want to do any spoilers, but it was just the simple fact that I said it 3 times today. We were highly disappointed.
Highly disappointed.
I would have to say highly disappointed because I really look forward to it. I was like Thor for the last maybe as soon as it got closer to October, I was like November or whatever. So I'm really looking forward to Justice League. Does that?
Don't look forward to Justice League. It'll just disappoint you when you go into them DC films.
Yeah, but I almost feel like it may do better than Thor. I mean,
you just feel that way because you like doggone what's his name? So Khal Drogo. So I don't even want to hear that mess. That's the only thing. I'm telling you, it's gonna suck. Watch. And I hope it does suck.
We did get a chance
Just
to
to
see.
piss you
Yeah,
off.
I bet you do. So we did get a chance to see a better preview for Black Panther that's coming out in February, and they did have a lot more clips, and the theater was quiet while the preview was going.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know this?
Yeah.
Nobody didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Okay, it comes out in February. Black Panther.
It's
gonna be awesome. All black cast, Angela Bassett. But anyway, we're gonna get back into the story. See, that's how it is. You know, this Thor thing is just.
It just drained me, man. I don't even.
We could have waited till tomorrow to see it.
Yeah, I could have.
Could have waited.
I could have waited a couple weeks. Honestly.
But we're not gonna say that because there's a lot of people that's gonna have different opinions. You drop your comments down below, and you let us know how you feel about the movie.
Yeah, everybody's opinion is different. So,
you know, today is the 2nd of November, so when you go see it during the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, all the way throughout the week, you guys let us know how you feel about it. We were highly disappointed compared to the first two. Okay, the first one of Thor, of course, it set a standard. The second one was okay, it was alright, but you had those Avengers in between that. So it sort of like heightened the anticipation of Thor coming back. For this one, it wasn't as it was like whatever. The daggone it was just whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't even put lipstick on for this review. And I'm really upset about that.
Alright, so what is your final grade?
I have to give it a so disappointing. I have to give it a freezer cheese steak.
Some steakums. Wow.
Yeah, some steakums.
Yeah.
I have to give it some steakums. I laughed maybe 3 times, but they made it so dry comic. Yeah. You know, it was dry humor. And it was like, what? Okay.
Yeah, it was dry humor. They tried too hard with it.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I think it would have went over with a different actor or actresses. Yeah. But for this one, it was okay. I like the fact that Idris, what's his role's name?
I never knew his name.
Harmshell, something like that. I'm probably way off. I like the fact that they brought his character in, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He was a seer, and he did his part, and he came through like he always does. And Idris did that part. That one, it was okay because it was more on the line of Thor. All the rest of it was like, detour.
True.
I mean, they could have stuck to maybe 2 or 3 punchlines, and I could probably name all 3 that they could have stuck with. When Loki was like, they could have stuck with that.
Yeah, that was funny.
When he was when Banner fell.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
And when Loki again, we said, I've been for 30 minutes. They could have stuck with that. And of course the guest appearance of that whole scene. They could have stuck with that. So that was 4 things that they could have stuck with that would have made the movie, funny, but they could have changed the whole.
Yeah, so like I was saying, they tried too hard. It's probably gonna be steakums for me. If I could think of something less, I probably would give it something less.
I was thinking something decent.
It's not burnt popcorn, but it's in between burnt popcorn and steakums.
With the kernels left in the bag?
Yeah. It's
with a terrible heating microwave.
Yeah, man. I can't call it. I mean, if maybe we overlook some things. Maybe it's more with to do with comic book lore and things like that. But I don't understand. If you guys could let me know.
Even the previews at the end were sucky.
No.
You didn't think so?
The second one was just thinking of death. But the first one, I understood it.
That was what?
No, you didn't get it then. No. That was
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I don't get it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it off screen. So, like, share, comment, subscribe. We thank you guys for tuning in with us. We wish this was better, but it just didn't do it for us, man. It just dragged us down, man. it is what it is. But yeah, we love y'all, man.
Maybe we should have ate a lighter dinner before we went, like a salad, and we would have been hype.
Maybe we should have drank some coffee. So we love
You just put some tea on it.
some caffeine.
Yeah.
So we'll see y'all later, man. Love y'all.